Hello everyone. How are you all today? Well, I'm delivering another new moon video today, which should have been the one I did yesterday. The new moon in Libra, which I'm leaving up because it came out pretty fancy wise, in the respect how the moon major arcana card came through and some other delicious cards. I meant to bring forward the Virgo new moon, which will happen tomorrow on the 20th. And it's, crazy to me that I kind of got it construed when Virgo is my moon sign. Okay. But I'm going to deliver it right now. I have to add, for those of you who've been following me lately, I've been caught up in the hurricane and hurricanes, and now we have this new hurricane, Maria, and it's sort of like flatlined my brain. I think I just couldn't believe what was going on, and I had planet Venus on my mind to bring forward for the Virgo new moon and the Libra, but Libra ruled by Venus. I don't know. I'm not trying to ask for forgiveness. I'm just saying I did something which I've never done. In November will be 6 years for me on YouTube. I have never, and I've done full moons every single month for going on 5+ years, and I think I only missed one new moon video. But here we are, Virgo, and for the Virgos, our ruling planet is Mercury, and we like to communicate. It's what we do, right? And the coolest thing about planet Mercury is it's the magician card, okay? And we talk about on our channel, let's become our own alchemists. Let's become our own magicians. And for those of you who follow the lunar cycles, let's become our own high priestesses, okay? But I just want to, as the Virgos, to analyze the situation that I delivered. I think that knowing another hurricane may be coming, and that this hurricane is pounding on my Caribbean beautiful friends again, right after Irma's devastation. I can't say I've been not praying. I've been praying so much. And actually, thank you kindly, all the people who've been writing to me, and thank you kindly for those requesting some private readings with me. I think after the eclipse reading I'm going to do for Mabon this Friday, I think I'm going to take a couple weeks down off YouTube. I need to clean my house. I need to wash windows. I need to just make sure, and even for some reason in our area, I did a lot of work to put some trees that fell down in the front yard, and they still haven't picked them up because it's been so much, the waste management companies can't handle it. So I want to stay steady Freddy, and I want to chill out is what I want to do. And to think that this Maria could turn and come over here again, I'm just laying low. But forgive me, I've never done that. But again, this Libra New Moon, which is also my rising sign, for October is pretty nice. It came out pretty well, so I'm not going to shut it down. I'm going to leave it open. But I'm going to deliver the Virgo New Moon right now, and I brought out Ciro Machete's Gateway to the Divine Tarot, and here's his High Priestess, okay? There's the High Priestess, okay? And we talk about the High Priestess much on my channel. She's all about the Luna, okay? So we're going to put it back in the deck. And then this Witch's Tarot, I really enjoy this deck, and this is the High Priestess of the Witch's Tarot, okay? So you can see, and the High Priestesses are usually, I'm not saying they're virgins in the way, but and I also brought out what I delivered for the Libra, the Gilded Tarot Companion by Barbara Moore. But they go within, They go within, They know they have to go within. For what they do is sacred language. What they do is sacred. You know, it's like Lady Isis sacred. And I have Lady Isis here, and I also brought out my goddess deck. I'm going to pick one, and I'm going to pick one of Lady Isis, because for the month of September, Lady Isis is the main goddess being spoken of. Okay? So we're going to do that as well. Okay? All right. So I hope you all forgive me, you know, we were just talking about Mercury being our ruling planet of communication, but the cool thing about things as well is that Mars is with us as well. The god of war, the god of energy, you know, action and self-defense. And first card in my hand. And so, you know, when the double rainbow came to me after I was released from the shelter from Hurricane Irma, I know that the heavens get me in the respect of how hard I was praying, and I embraced many people, and the shelter was very eye-opening for me in many positive ways. The camaraderie, you know, even the young children, you know, they thought they were in a big sleepover kind of thing. It was very cute in so many respects. But I gotta tell you, in the shelter, not many people slept. Second card in my hand. It was wide awake 24/7, even elderly people. You could see they were not sleeping. It was very electric for many, very. So, you know, life is short, my friends. None of us live 1,000 years like they did in the ancient times, when there was only probably 1,000 people on the planet, and, you know, God let them live longer. Now and then we have these cancers, and we wonder how, you know, is it even our own people doing that to us? I don't know. But I just know that let's align with this Mars vibe that we have going on here, and let's stand out. You know, let's make it magnetic and charming for us, Virgo friends. Okay, we have a lot of service to do. We really are about that, but we're critical about it too. We're detailed about it. You know, we analyze is our mantra. We analyze. I analyze. And I did analyze how I went to a shelter, and it was the Venus transit, and Venus is, I'm sharing again how potent we need to follow planet Venus now. Okay? And that was my thing about Libra, because ruled by Venus. And I'm going to talk to the Taurus folk too, who's also ruled by Venus. But it's like we need to start following her codes. And in the Mayan wisdom, they even had a temple. They had a temple for Venus where they could watch her. And when I went to Chichen Itza, I so much wanted to go to the Temple of Venus, but we didn't have time. We were on a cruise ship. And again, that was another favorite flavor of mine. It was beautiful. It was a wonderful time. But, you know, here, Virgo, when I was reading yesterday, Libra, like, romance is on the table. And it's been for a while. So for many of us, we can approach that could be happening for us, okay? And so, you know, get yourself in order, wait on the will of heaven, and especially cleansing of the house is vital right now. That's why I think I need to exit from the YouTube a little bit. My windows need washing. My fences have all this dirt on them. I need to do it, and I don't want to hire people to do it. I don't like people, strangers in my home, so around my home. So I need to take some downtime, and that's what I'm gonna do. You know, because that I delivered the new moon in Libra yesterday, but it came out crazy good. It sure did. Looky, who is he? Oh my Lord. Look at that, Virgo. Ah, you know, we're an earth sign, Virgo, and I love it, you know. And the earth element is also about our bodies. What do we do with it? How we nourish it? Do we exercise it? And that's why I want to do all this myself. I want to wash my windows. I want to clear this land from all the debris, you know, to work my body. Okay? And look who comes forward for us. The King of Fire, the King of Wands. Okay? And you know, I love him. I really do. I love him. And you can see he's got the stars behind him. You know, we've had a lot of male active energy coming through, that passionate energy. And we open up, Virgo, with your read for this new moon, which will happen tomorrow. So here we have, and you can see he has the stars. This is Ciro Marchetti's, the Gilded Tarot. The Gilded Tarot by Barbara Moore. Actually, she's the one, Barbara Moore, I brought her out. I had her enchanted book, but Ciro Marchetti wrote that she was the one that said, you know, you need to start your own tarot deck. So I brought her out. Okay, Barbara Moore. There it is. I have a couple of her decks. She's very enlightening. She really is. I don't know who illustrated this, but here's Ciro Marchetti. She's the one that told him, do it, do it. Okay, so the King of Fire is here, standing strong. Look at that. Standing strong. Lovely. Ah! Look at this, my darlings. I was just suggesting how we have the High Priestess here. We have the High Priestess here at the Witches. And look who comes through from the Gilded Tarot. The High Priestess. You know what? Maybe I was supposed to deliver Libra first. Maybe I was. See, they know what's the score. Spirit knows what's going down. You know, I was so stressed out in that shelter and I come home to a double rainbow. You know what I mean? Spirit knows. When Spirit knows you love them, they love you back. They got your back. Look how beautiful. The High Priestess, all about our Luna. She loves the moon. She loves the moon. How beautiful. You know, I love the moon too. I believe in what I do, and I am proud to be about the feminine principle, and that's why I'm bringing forward the Venus. Please follow the Venus code. And you know, Venus is about beauty and love, but she also is a badass in the respect of she can ward too. But she's more about that spiritual treasure, that love, attraction, fertility. Okay, that's what she wants for her babies. But here's the High Priestess. You know, and that's why I think I need to go underground for a little bit. Not underground, just exit for a little bit, go into my introspection, contemplation mode, and get my house in order and wait on the will of heaven. I'm going to do that. And I might do a video here and there. You know, I'm not saying I'm going to go away. I'm just saying I need some downtime. And if this Maria switches, Hurricane Maria, and comes towards Florida, well, I have to prepare. And I just can't, you know, I just can't keep doing what I'm doing and not being embraced. So now we have the Nine of Swords. Look at that. See, I think that's where I am right now. The Nine of Swords, in respect of, you know, it's not me, I, but it's more like what I've been through lately. I need to end and complete my mental thoughts of why is this going on. Okay. So this is about, you know, I got to separate myself from certain things here. Okay. because I don't want to lose my home, and I don't want to lose my babies, and I don't want to lose my mind in the respect. But you see this owl here, the owl of wisdom, and usually you see the owl with high priestesses and magicians. Okay, so there, I think this is time for me to just take a time out, and you know, I love you all. Thank you for writing to me, and you know, for wanting me to do your readings, but I'm going to take a time out. I need it. I do. I need to get my house in check. And if we're going to receive another hurricane, I'm going to stay right here where I am. And look at that. We have the crescent moon, you know, usually represents a new moon scenario in the respect it's not full. And she's wearing purple. Okay, it's like, that's the way I want to do it. Wear my purple, go inside. And you know, they might deliver me some new messages, and then we can do some cool videos with it. But right now, I need to take some time out. Look at this. You know, I've been talking about Venus, and actually I represented see, really, I think they're telling me you were supposed to bring that Libra video out, because I opened up with the Goddess Tarot deck that Venus, Goddess Venus, is the Lover's card, number 6 major arcana tarot. And look what we deliver now, the Lovers. Okay, so see, Virgo, that's what happened right here, right now. We received the Lover's card. See? Okay, so see how the universe works? It's always something grand. It's always on a scale you cannot imagine. You can relate to it, analyze it, right? Virgo, but we have to let it go with the flow. We have to let go with the flow and embrace what comes forward. Standing strong, all these cards, and you can see, look at this. This is sort of, you know, I have to relate. See, we can see the serpent and the apple. Remember when the serpent, Diablo, came to Adam and Eve to say, oh, you know, you can do what you want with that tree, even though God told him, don't touch the fruit tree. I put you in Eden for a reason, in paradise. So contemplate. Okay. Contemplate. Now, this is a deck that I really, really, really enjoy. Ciro Marchetti. I love all his images. But contemplate that. You know, even though if there's a love, you analyze that love. Is he or she truth? Is he or she real? Or is she just, you know, something? You know, the lovers usually represent what we all want in our lives. You know, the love of a family, home, you know, knowing that, you know, that's what we're born to do, right? God even made Adam and Eve for a purpose. He wanted to bring forward the human race, per se. Okay? And, you know, do I believe in extraterrestrials? Yes, I do. But I think when God came through, especially with Jesus, that was organic, supernatural. Okay? I believe that with all my heart and vibe. So just pay attention, but that we did receive the Lover's card is pretty sweet. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's continue. Now the Four of Coins is here. Okay. Now, the Four of Coins is one where, numerology-wise, I see the fours as always a good supply and stability. Okay. Okay. And you should respect what you've been doing. Okay. Respect it and love it. But sometimes in traditional tarot, this coin represents sort of like, you know, I'm not going to say the devil, but like people going to hoard money and not like give back. You know, like I just made a crazy video. Not crazy. I was righteous about it. When I was in that shelter, I realized how beautiful people give back and give forward. And I brought up about Joel Osteen, how he wouldn't open up his arena to the homeless of Houston. Like he was going to hoard it. You know, and people making money off of Jesus. You know, I was dropping the F-bomb in that video like Eddie Murphy in concert. Raw. Because I mean it. People want to make money off of Jesus, well then you better give back. If not, then let Diablo come for you. That's why I look at those people. Let them get fucked. Standing strong. This hurricane is about cleansings. These hurricanes are about cleansing. You know, and even that Maria's hitting my beautiful Caribbean folk. But you know what? The big cartels are there, moving their heroin, their cocaine, their prostitutions, whatever they're doing. Maybe let some of those buildings get knocked down. Okay? I'm serious. And I'm not political, and I don't really speak about this stuff, but this is what's going down. And you know, these cartels murder people for money, cocaine, heroin, brothels, whatever they're doing. And unfortunately, it happens in the Caribbean islands because not too much is, documented there. So let's just pray about it. Six of Swords. Okay, so the Six of Swords actually came through for our Libra reading. This is very unique. I've never dropped an advanced monthly new moon read on top of the one that's coming. So in a way, it's kind of pleasant for me now because it's kind of aligning in a positive way. And here we have the Six of Swords. And we talk about the sixes always on this channel, numerology-wise, as a peaceful card, a karma card. You get what you deliver. You know, and here we have 1 through 10 in minor arcana, and 6 is like in that center point where you start travailing on. And usually it is you in the boat, but you have a spirit force source handling the rudder. I don't know if you can see that. You have a spirit source force, ruddering the boat, and it's usually into a cave and a cave of light. But here we have like a princess. She has a crown on her head. Okay. So, my Virgo friends, we have crowns on our head, right? And then I've been talking about how the Virgin is birthing giant Jupiter in the canal, and it will. And on the 23rd, I want to do another video just about that. I think these hurricanes back to back to back is aligning with what's in the cosmic realm. Like, we're going to cleanse now. Jesus here is a spiritual warrior, a potent posse with him, and they're going to be doing some sweeping. Sweep, 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 sweep. No doubt. And we're going to stay steady Eddie on the boat, our spiritual boat, and we're going to allow Spirit to take us. We're going to pray like that. Spirit, I'm with you. Again, I repeat myself sometimes, but what happened when I came home from a 3-day shelter stay, driving around 3 hours because they wouldn't let us all on the bridges yet. I come at 4 o'clock and a double rainbow's awaiting me. I've filmed it. That's not man-made. That comes from the heavens. Hurricanes are not man-made. They come from the heavens. So I'm going to let Spirit drive my boat, and I walk their talk. And there's love on the table. Just, pay attention. Look at this. How beautiful. How sweet. And now we have the page cards. I really, really enjoy this Witch's Tarot deck. I gotta share. I really do. And this is the High Priestess for them. She has the Torah right there in the lavender, and she's between her crescent moons here. this little girl has come through. I have to say, from this deck, the Witch's Tarot deck, she's come through numerous times. And when I see the pages and the nights, I speak of that young energy. We shall continue. And the water signs are about our emotions. And it is about, that feminine receptive. Being receptive to the flow. So let's go with this flow, okay? We have the High Priestess here. We have to flow with this for this new moon in Virgo. Look at that. And then the King of Fire opened up the reading. It's fabulous. So we have that male, masculine active coming through to say, hey, I got it. We got it. We got it. And we're just talking about Mars as well for Virgo in this month of September. How beautiful. How beautiful. And the Four of Cups comes through. Wow. Okay. So now we have the Four of Coins. So we have two fours now coming through. Now, again, to me the four is about stability and having the energy to continue in the respect that you have good supply. Okay? But traditionally in the tarot, this seems like a hoarder. He's just hoarding his money. So we don't do that. Okay. You know what? Let the universe bring you the money. Okay. And then we have the Four of Cups now. The Four of Emotions. All right. The Four of Hearts. And this card is usually, see, there's a mermaid here. There's a mermaid. Okay. And you can see the young boy is in introspection himself. But this mermaid, when I see the Four of Hearts, numerology-wise, I feel like it's a satisfaction in love and relationships, like a family. And even some people call the Four of Hearts, Cups, Water, Emotions, the marriage signal. And here go these mountains again. I'm telling you this, mountains and mountains. It's beautiful. And then we have the High Priestess blessing everything. Okay. I think it's really time. These hurricanes are coming to cleanse. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. But to become, like, we're going to have like a new Garden of Eden, we can call it in a way. Like a new Eden. Okay. See, there's the serpent around the fruit. So make that precious love. Precious love. Make that precious love because, and let Spirit bring you that precious love. Okay. That supernatural precious love. All right. Guide, flow with Spirit. That's the only way, we can attain this kind of energy. And that the marriage came through. And, hoarding money or talking about money and, woe is me about the, you know what? You're not praying then. You're not praying. And get rid of those, complete those scenarios in your life that truly no longer give you positivity. Because this is positivity right here. Even though if we're allowing Spirit to go through it, we're going to heal. Remember, the water is about our emotions. Heal ourselves and believe in what you're going to come through. Okay? And it's about service. It's about helping others. In that shelter, I saw it happen. It was beautiful. Even little kids were organically beautiful. Look at that. Major Arcana Justice comes through. How fabulous is that? Okay. With the King of Fire representing Major Arcana Justice. And isn't that wild? That this is the trump card for Libra. Even though I kind of delivered that video yesterday, I told you I lost my mind when I saw Maria coming. That hurricane. What? But they're telling me in this reading, that's okay, my darling. You did nothing wrong. Now we're going to represent back to back. Now Virgo can represent Libra, and Libra can beautify Virgo. Isn't that fabulous? And that's called a pairing. And that's a pairing of people together, Libra, the balance, the pairing of partnerships, business, lovers. You know, it's just the way they want it. And there's King of Fire who opened it all up. My favorite boyfriend right there. How wonderful. Everything's standing strong for this reading, my darlings. And the marriage card, the justice card, you know, and you know, and the lovers come, and here are the marriage signification here. And 9, yes, complete what no longer represents your world. Let go of people who are just sucking the juice out of you. You know, Virgo, we analyze. We know what's going down. Nobody has to teach us what to do. And here the High Priestess. So Libra received the Luna herself, the moon. Okay, all about being that mystical, psychic, occult, secretive solitude. And that's why I'm going into solitude for a while. You know, I'm not saying I might drop a video here and there, but I think for the next couple of weeks I need to do my own deal. And then, you know, you never hoard money, okay? We never hoard money. We give back. We give. We give. We give. And we got the energy and spirit right there. Spirit is making sure, don't you worry about the money, because you believe in us, we believe in you. Okay? So I'm going to select one Isis card now, because Isis is the goddess for the September month. And when I came home, I prayed with Lady Isis, because, you know, first time in the shelter, and I had no idea what was going to happen in this house, whether I'd lose a roof, whether it'd be flooded. But there was, you know, that was the amazing thing when I was driving around for the 3 hours before I could come back onto my island. No roofs were gone, and there was no flooding. It was mainly trees were just, you know, I did a little mini video of that 100-year-plus oak tree gone. You know, it was more like that. It was kind of bizarre, really bizarre. Okay, so let me just pick one from Lady Isis. Okay, this is the one. We'll set it right there. And then let me turn away because I know the images. This is Suzanne Sedon-Boulay. This is way before YouTube. I love this artist from Brazil. Oh, she was my madame. Like, I loved her. And she literally, she was only like 43, 44 years old when cancer took her. And I kind of talk to God. I talk to God. You know, when I say I pray, it's not like I'm saying any kind of prayers from the Bible. I'm not saying Holy Mary. I talk to God when I pray. I literally do. And sometimes I curse at him. I curse with him. I'm like, what the F, God? I do. When I pray, I'm not talking about saying the Holy Mary 1,000 times. Now, I do chant my white light, bright light now, especially when I go out into, you know, the public, because a lot of negativity out there, my darlings. That's a protection prayer. And God knows and hears that. But when I want to talk to Jesus and I want to talk to God, I just talk to them like I'm talking to you right now. Okay? But I always open up, hello, Father God. Good day, Father God. Hola, Jesus. Hola, Jesus. And that's what I do. Oh, my God. And here's Diana. Ah, Diana came through as the moon for Libra. This is Diana. This is Diana from this goddess. Look at that. Ah! Now, I'm trying to recognize who this lovely lady is. So you see, this is Suzanne Sedon-Boulay. Oh, it's beautiful. Lilith! Lilith! How fabulous. Lilith, now she's she's from the dark side of the moon, you can say. She is one of the most, the Lilith moon, she speaks of a lot of darkness. But that Diana came through, my little lovely Princess Diana. I'm going to read her first. Diana is the ancient lady of the beasts, called by the Roman Lucina, goddess of the light. As mistress of wild things, she is especially responsible for anything young and vulnerable, be it wild or human. She is a goddess of solitude. There we go. I'm going to go into a little solitude right now. I have to. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't even paying attention. She is the goddess of solitude. These two cards are very powerful in my hand right now. Very powerful. Diana is the goddess of solitude, comfortable with the wilderness and with the great silence of nature. She represents the mystic, primitive identity of the hunter and the hunted. And we know Princess Diana was hunted. Diana is a moon goddess. There we go. Where's my priestess? And that Libra received the Luna card is wonderful. Okay, so look at this. They're talking to us right here. These priestesses are speaking to us right now. Okay, so let me just continue with Diana. Diana is a moon goddess, symbolizing the moon in its crescent phase. She stands for the Virgin. And here we are in Virgo. And you know, our symbol is the Virgin. Okay, so here we have it. How fabulous. She stands for the Virgin, a self-sufficient, free goddess who lives life on her own terms, especially a goddess of women. She is related to all phases of female existence, from infancy to menstruation, through birth, nursing, menopause, and death. Diana stands for the part of us that is at home in the wilderness and the wildness, at home with our primitive, instinctual nature. There we have it. And you know, Princess Diana, you know, she supposedly was a virgin when that's why, you know, Charles wanted her. I'm not even going to go there. I'm going to do a video about all those people. Oh, my goddess Diana comes through. This is magnificent. And here's the priestess right here. Okay. Moon goddess Diana comes through. So let me speak about Lilith. Now, Lilith is also supernatural. Lilith is a Middle Eastern goddess of abundance, fertility, and fecundity, the giver of agriculture to humans. Fecundity. I'm sorry, I've never heard that word before. Let me repeat. Lilith is the Middle Eastern goddess of abundance, fertility, and fecundity, the giver of agriculture to humans. The first woman created and the first wife of Adam. There we were, talking just about Adam and Eve. We were talking about these lovers here because, you know, I recognize the serpent. You know, the lovers, the first. Let's put him here, right here. Okay. Where God said, just don't eat from this one tree. And they didn't pay attention. Okay. The first woman created and the first wife of Adam. She refused to be subordinate to Adam in any way. Lilith is associated with the owl. Didn't we just have an owl here? I just saw an owl, didn't we? Hold on. Okay, it must have been in the Libra reading. No, there's the owl. Okay, see? When we go into the darkness, when we have to complete actions that we know mentally the swords are telling us, and look at the crescent moon, just talking about Diana. Okay, sometimes we know we have to exit from situations that no longer deliver us the beauty. And there's the owl, okay? There's the owl. Okay, so Lilith is associated with the owl, a figure of darkness and deep wisdom, for she is also a goddess of death and transformation. She is sometimes represented as a demonic figure, for her dark wisdom and her sexual energy can be very threatening. She is known to appear as a frightening figure in dreams. Lilith is associated with the lotus, and the symbolism of that flower tells us much about her. The lotus, an exquisite flower that grows out of the dark, rank, decaying earth, represents spiritual unfolding and the blossoming of the heart of wisdom. Like the lotus, Lilith challenges us to look upon our dark side and incorporate it into our wholeness so that our great beauty can blossom forth. And there it is. How fabulous. How fabulous. And so, and this is, we're not just talking about feminine receptive here. We're talking to the men as well. Okay, because we know that the King of Fire opened up this reading. Okay, and he can embrace it. He really does. The King of Fire, he's a cool cat. I love him. Yowza. Well, very deep. But there we have the marriage card right here as well. But you know what? Sometimes relationships really have to go through this dark process. Even if you're married, you might be going through a dark process. But still, embrace who you are. We came to match each other for a purpose. And just believe this Justice card is here as well, representing the Libra. I'm just trying to share right now. It's crazy good that I literally started with the Libra reading a month away. And again, I'm coded with all those codes. Oh my Lord. Life restored. Priestess of the Phoenix. How fabulous. Priestess of the Phoenix. Lady Isis speaks. Yes. Did we just read this one? Or was it me just reading it? Hold on. Okay. Very cool. Life restored. Okay, here we have it. And we'll close this down with this, okay? Life restored. Priestess of the Phoenix. Spiritual resurrection is gifted to you now. Whatever part of you or your life you thought to be dead is being revived and will flourish back into life. Just as the phoenix rises from the fire, transitioning from death into life, so too will you rise again, healed and renewed. Wow. Life restored brings messages that a trauma, ending, struggle, or apparent defeat is not the end of the story for you now. And look at that, we were just sharing, there's an ending here. And see the owl. It might, but there's okay. There's much wisdom in the darkness. There's much wisdom with Diablo. Okay? No doubt about it. I talk about him a lot. In the respect, there's the balance. Right? And I've shared it a long time. Diablo has always been before the light. Okay? And that's why there's always going to be all this darkness, wars, killing. But life is restored. And then, instead of going to hell at the far side of the moon where it's a cold tundra of darkness, we can go to heaven. You understand where I'm going with that, my friends? What may appear to be an ending can sometimes simply be the forces of ancient feminine power flowing into new pathways, pulling energy away from old forms so they can transition into new forms. This can take short or long periods of time. It could be over days or years, weeks, months, or decades. It doesn't matter how long something appears to have been decaying. It will spring back into life at the right time. Okay, this is a long read, so let me just, this is a very long read. You are guided by the divine priestess of the Phoenix, Sister Isis, to turn your face to the sun. Okay, and see, here we have the sun, in the respect of the King of Fire. Turn, and our sun star is something glorious, all right, just glorious. Never give up on that. Just as the sacred scarab beetle follows the movement of the sun, you are encouraged to focus on the light and life that is seeking you now. Do not resign yourself to the way things have been. Let go of the past! Exclamation mark. And we have our mantra that on our channel now here is, let it go and let it be so. Let go and let it be so! Exclamation mark. Let go of the past. Be brave and bold and allow the Phoenix Priestess to inspire you to realize that the return to life, the restoration, the resurrection is... Hold on a moment. There we go. Return to life. Return to life. The restoration, the resurrection is upon you now. Have hope and optimism. Just because something has fallen away in the past does not mean it will not have value and be able to grow in the present moment. Take what is going to be offered in your life, the rebirth that is happening, into your wide open arms now, and be reassured that you have transitioned through the energies of death and into a new life now. Peace to you, dear initiate of the light. The past is over. Enjoy your rebirth. Beautiful. I'm just going to go straight to the incantation. When you are ready, stand and intend to take a deep step through an inner gateway. This may actually involve you taking one small, slow, and meaningful step to represent this inner step into new life. Pause for a moment and enjoy the first step in your new life. Okay? Your new life. Your new life. No need for more darkness or release the past. Again, Diablo is one to teach us wisdom. Some of us get too much caught up in it, but some of us know how to exit from it. And that's what this reading is about. And there's love on this table. There truly is. And that my lovely Diana came through. I can tell you about how she came to me to tell me she had no peace. I have to do it. I think I did a reading about that already, but now she's bringing the love and justice. Okay? Love and justice. Okay, the incantation, I'll close it down. Incantation of life restored. If you do not have time to do the candle ritual, I'm not going to go there right now. You can repeat the incantation below several times, gaining speed as you get used to the words. Really feel the energy in the words and know you are declaring your truths. You can also add this incantation to your ritual as you step through the doorway of the east if you wish to do so. And we were just talking about planet Venus. She's rising in the east right now. Even my friend, you know who you are. You live in the Jacksonville. You see her in the morning when you wake up early. This is what I've been sharing about. I talked about it in the Libra video. It's all about planet Venus right now. Please pay attention. Okay, so you can also add this incantation to your ritual as you step through the doorway to the east if you wish to do so. And the incantation reads, life flows through me unobscured. From past hurts I am now cured. I meet my life blossoming anew. My inner light shines bright and true. Isis, mother of divine perfection, through your grace I have resurrection. There it is. How fabulous. How wonderful. Think like a priestess. Think like a priestess. Male, female, really doesn't matter. We don't read any specific gender on my channel. We can all do this. But now we're going to embrace the owl wisdom and put to rest those who have tried to harm us. Okay? And especially those, even if it's family, friends, you exit from them. There's a whole new life restoring here. And there's justice involved. Major Arcana Justice. Okay? And this is a fabulous card to come through because this is totally the card of Libra. Okay? About balance and harmony. Grace, love, peace. Okay? Relationships, whether they be in business or love. And we did receive the lovers. Okay? But show that you truly love someone. It's not just like an Adam and Eve love. It truly is one that now that you become a spiritual warrior and you might meet your spiritual warrior, it becomes destined from the gods. A double rainbow. Okay. Double rainbow. How beautiful. Thank you kindly, my loves. I love you all. Just know I've been praying for everyone, and I have kind of been caught up in these hurricanes personally myself, but just know that I want the best for all of us, and I might have to take some downtime. I'll do specific videos, but I probably won't be, I know I'm not going to do any personal videos now. I need to get my house in check. I want it the way I like it. And, if I have to receive another hurricane here, then I want to be prepared and ready. Okay? Thank you kindly. And all the beautiful ones who wrote to me and sent me your shine and rainbow love. I love you all. You're my babies. You know that, right? You all my babies. Ciao.